Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me here today. Now I have got another fabulous barre class just for you. This is a beginner's class. It does go nice and slow, but that does not mean we're not going to work. I definitely felt some burning, some shaking on the side of my tush. So whether you're brand new to barre or it's something that you regularly do, I hope you enjoyed class today. Roll out your mat and let's get started. We're going to start standing with our feet together, little space between the heels, zipping up your inner thighs like you've got the tightest pencil skirt on, or for my friends out there that do not know what a pencil skirt feels like, a really tight rubber band around your outer thighs. Hands can be on your hips at first. Do put a little bend in your knee just so we can give a little freedom to our hips through our low body. And then from here, let's wake up our upper body a little bit. Now, a lot of times when I start to do a lot of low body work, my shoulders begin to creep up to my ears. So if I start off by giving my shoulders a little love, a little attention, giving them the freedom to kind of move around, it can be really nice. So keep just rolling those shoulders however it feels good at first, just waking them up. And maybe take your elbows and circle the elbows around. And now oftentimes I would be cueing, pay attention to your ribs, keep them together. But honestly, right now, you can move them around if it feels nice. You can kind of arch that back. Take those elbows, go in the opposite direction. If you feel like a chicken, who cares? Just move and groove around. And then just let your hands hang heavy for a second. Swim them up nice and high. And I want you to exhale, circle them back. And in fact, if you want to really arch that back just a little bit, if it feels good in your body, that's okay. Do it. Just find some mobility. We don't always have to look pretty or graceful when we're moving our body. It's not always about that. It's instead just finding some freedom, finding some lovely ways to say hello. Circle your hands in the other direction. And if you notice, I'm actually allowing some Beyonce booty moments to happen, kind of popping that tush out as I circle because it feels good in my pelvis right now. Now, we're going to get rid of that feeling. We do want to keep our pelvis in line. So take your hands to your hips, pull your navel in, and lengthen through the small part of your back. Think of growing up and out of your waist. It's almost like you're trying to press those feet deep into the ground, but at the same time, I just came up behind you, pulled at your waist, and pulled you up. From here, all we're going to do is wake up our ankles a little bit. Let's lift and lower just the right heel, peeling the heel up and then shoving it down, picking it up and pressing it down. And it can be nice sometimes to pick it up and hold for a second, maybe sway the ankle in and out a little bit, maybe roll around on that toe. If I don't cue something and it feels nice for you to do and it's not painful, you can always do it. I hope you know that. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. We're all so incredibly different. Pause for a second, lift up that heel higher, and then press it down. Let's do the exact same thing to the other side. So if you just want to start with that lift and lower of your heel, that can be lovely. Do notice, are you letting those shoulders climb up? Soften them down if they are, no big deal. And again, maybe pick up the heel, hold it, maybe wiggle the heel back and forth a little, maybe circle around, no biggie. Do whatever feels good for you. And then pause, set both heels down, give yourself a little bend. Now I want you to stand up all the way tall and straight. Belly button pulls up and in. Top of the head nice and high. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down. Inhale, grow up as tall and straight as you possibly can. Exhale, flip the palms, bring them right back down. One more time, all the way up. Exhale all the way down. From here, hands can be on our hips or down by our side. We could also hold on to a wall or a chair if we need that. But again, put a little bend in your knees and pick up just your right heel. Now from here, I want you to imagine a little string attached to your knee, and that little string just was going to pick up the knee, and then you're just going to touch that toe down and lightly let the toes kind of press down. So we're pushing off our toes to pick up our foot, and then we're touching the toes, giving a little flex there. So up and down a couple of times at your own pace. I almost think of, a little jump up and set it down. Oh, that leg comes up, set it on down. One more time up, set it down, slide your feet back together, bend those knees. Same thing other side. Take a moment, pause. What do you need to think about here? Maybe those hips came wonky. We want to pull that navel in, and then we lift the leg and set it down. Pop it up and set it down. Now begin to think about your abdominal muscles. Every time I lift up my leg, I exhale so I can turn on those muscles. Drop it down. Exhale up. Drop it down. 2 more up. Drop it down. Last one. Set it down. Set both heels down. Zip up those inner thighs. We still have our great big pencil skirt on or our giant rubber band, but I want us to take a little hinge forward. We might actually get a little stretch to the back of our body as we do that. Pull your navel in. If this feels too much, this is an awesome place to put your hands up against the wall or on a chair for a little support, and that's totally fine. But from here, this time, we're probably going to want to rock lightly over into our left foot as we point our right foot off to the side. Now, all I want us to do from here is pull the leg back in and then push it off to the side. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me a little bit better, but I'm just pointing my toe out and pulling it in. Pointing my toe out and pulling it in. Now, imagine that you have that rubber band, that tight pencil skirt. It's hard to push it out, and it's just as challenging to slowly bring it in. We could zap it back in real fast, but I want it to be easily out and in, about the same speed. Out and in. You got it. 2 more out. Pull it in. Last one out. Pull it in. Take a moment. Belly button in. Is there any Beyonce booties happen here? We don't want that. We want our low belly pulling up and in. We want that low back so long, so straight, and a beautiful, broad, open chest. Lightly rock into your right foot and point your left foot off to the side. Set yourself up. Maybe sometimes we need to find the spot first before we add movement. What do you want to think about here? Turning on those muscles in that left leg the whole time. We want to keep reaching our foot nice and far away. Pull the foot in and send it off. Pull the foot in and send it off. You got it. No hurry, no rush. You're doing fabulous. In and out. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Bring those legs back together. Pull that navel in. I'm going to turn to face this side so you can see a little bit better. We're still in this little hinge position. Now, when I say that Beyonce booty, I'm sure some of us know exactly what I'm talking about, but this is what I mean. It's easy to arch your back, to kind of pop that tush out. We want to pull our belly button in. We want to lengthen through that spine. I want you to send your sitting bones towards the back edge of your mat. Hands can stay on our hips or wherever we need them, but this time, take your foot off behind you. Now, point your toe, and we want a parallel leg. That means the top of your foot and the front of your knee are pointing down to the ground and not off to the side. Do we see that little difference? If I rotate from my ball and socket joint way up in my hip, I'm turning out, but we want to keep our legs parallel. Now think about that place where your thigh and your glute connect. You know what I'm going to call it, our thud. Give that thud an extra little squeeze. Take a great big inhale. Great big breath out. And then I want you to slide the foot back in. Rock your weight into your right foot and send the left foot out. Let's hold here just like we did on the other side. What can we think about? Not only do we want to soften and broaden across the chest, we want to lengthen through our spine. It's like there's a great big diagonal line from your head through your body all the way down the leg, out the toe. Find that lovely diagonal line. Turn on your thud. Reach that toe further away. Take a big inhale. Pull it back in. Let's go in and out a little faster. And we're just going to stay to the right, in and out for 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one, other side. 4 and 3. 2 more. Feet together after here. Go ahead, bring your shoulders over your chest, pull your belly button up and in. Pick up your right heel. Hold there for a moment, take a big inhale, and pull that foot up and hold it. Now this time, we're barely going to touch our toes down to the ground. Hands can stay on our hips. We could take them off to the side or hold on to whatever we need to. But from here, dip the toe down, exhale, tone the belly, pull it up. Dip the toe down, exhale, pull the belly button in as you bring it up. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift, hold it right there. Imagine that little string pulling at that knee, and I want you to pulse your knee up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the toe all the way down. Exhale, lift it up. Again, little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dip that toe lightly down. One more time. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dip it all the way down. Slide it in. If you need to shake out those hips and wiggle, you always do that. Belly button in, low back long. Slowly pick up that foot. And then we go down, exhale up. Down, exhale up. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold it there. Little pulses. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Turn on all those muscles as you pick up the leg. Think of almost someone slapping you from behind the leg as you lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toe down. One more time. Pick it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toe down. Pull it in. Shake, wiggle it out. Anything you need. Belly button in. Take that hinge forward. We're going to do our side work. So I'm going to turn and you can see me a wee bit better. Hands could be off to the side if we like. We could even bring them to our heart if that helps us balance, or hands on our hips. Send your right foot out. All I want you to do from here is pull that navel in more. Cinch the waist like you've got a tight belt around it. Turn on all the muscles on your leg like I am yanking your leg out of that ball and socket joint, and lightly lift the foot. Now, this is a hard place to balance. If we need to set our toe down at any time, that's okay. But from here, can you flex the foot and then point the toe? Flex the foot and then point the toe. 3 more. Flex and point. Flex and point. You got it. 3 and 2. Last 1. Point the toe. Take a breath. Set it down. Snake it in. Shake anything we need to. Rock to the other side and touch your foot off. What do you want to think about on this side? Lengthening through that small part of your back. Maybe engaging your inner thighs even while they're parted like this. It's okay. We can definitely turn them on when we're in our little side tendu. Lift the foot up. Do we balance here very well? Do we need to hold on to something? It's okay if we're a little off from one side to the other. We don't have a good side and a bad side. We have a good side and a side of opportunity. One side has more opportunity to grow than the other. And then let's flex and point. Flex and point. You got it. Back and forth. Are your shoulders creeping up to your ears? Can you soften them down the back? You got it. Flex and point, flex and point. For 4 and 3, 2 more. Last 1. Set that toe down. Oopsie, I wiggled. That's okay. Pull your feet together. I'm going to turn so you can see better. Belly button up and in. Lengthen through the small of your back. Send your right foot out behind you. We're still in that parallel position, that no turn out. Think of really toning your inner thighs towards one another. It's like I'm trying to bring them back together. At the same time, squeeze your thigh a little bit more and lift your foot up. Now, this is very easy to arch right here. No arching. Set the foot down lower if you need to. No arching at all from here. But I want you to pulse your heel up, and every time you pulse that heel up, squeeze that thumb more. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Take a breath. Smile. You love it. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. If you need a break, you can take it. You know you can. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a great big breath. Pull that leg in. Shake anything. Low belly in. Draw those ribs together. Send your left foot out, or the right foot. It's okay if you did the other side. Lift the foot. Same thing from before. We have that big, beautiful, long line. Everything is all turned on. None of my muscles are inactive right now. Everything is working. Turn on that foot. Little pulses up from our heel. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. One more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bring that leg in. Shake, shake, shake it out. Stay in this position. We're going to do a little bit of side action again. So send your right foot off to the side. Now this time, I want you to pick that foot up. You're going to take a big inhale, and we're going to pulse the whole leg up just like we did with our leg going backwards. So up we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Touch that foot down. Pull it in. Shake, wiggle it out if you need to. Belly button in. Reach the other leg out. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Set that toe down. Snake it in. Shake it on out. Slowly bring yourself all the way upright. Take a second position. That's a nice wide stance. Feet a little bit wider than our hips. Think of drawing your inner thighs towards one another, pulling your belly button up and in. Big inhale, hands lift high. As you exhale, bend both knees off to the side and reach your fingertips out. Inhale again, swim your hands up. Exhale, little bend. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Tone your inner thighs. Squeeze your thigh when you stand up. And then, as you bend, think about reaching the back of your thighs behind you. 1 more time. Up. Now this time, sit in your second position and stay. Now this is kind of funny if you're more of a ballerina, but I want your palms facing forward. I want you to imagine there's a wall in front of you. You're pushing into that wall. You're rolling your shoulders back. You're pulling yourself up and out of your waist. From here, take a big inhale. Lift up your right heel. Hold it right there. From here, all I want us to do is take another big breath. As you exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Now, as we go up and down, I'm still thinking about activating my upper body, pressing into that imaginary wall so I can keep those arms and shoulders nice and active. Last one down, pause right here. Take a breath. Set your heel down. Lift the other leg up. And same thing, take a moment, roll the shoulders back. Think about reaching the back of your thighs behind you. Oh, excuse me, I swallowed the wrong way. Lift up and out of your waist. Take a big inhale. Little bend down, lift up. Little bend down, lift up. At your own pace, you're doing fabulous. You could always pause if you need to. Maybe this is just feeling too much, and that is A-okay. 2 more, little down, little up. Last one, hold right here, take a breath. Set that heel down. Now, fun challenge. Can we lift both heels up and both heels down? Both heels up, both heels down. Don't forget about that imaginary wall. Press into it. Maybe you have an actual wall next to you and want to actually press your hand into it. That's okay. Do what you need to. Last one, little up. Could we hold there with that great big forced arch? I know that's challenging. If you are shaking, if we're not cramping, then that's okay. Sometimes we get those shakes and they kind of border on, ooh, I'm working hard, or into, ooh, I'm cramping. If you're cramping, stop, relax, shake it out. If you're just like, whoa, this is a lot, that's okay. Keep breathing. No turning beet red. Same little thing, little down, little up, little down, little up. You got it. Down and up, down and up. For 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. Slowly straighten the legs. Tone your inner thighs towards one another. Turn on that thud. Pull your belly button up and in. Take those hands nice and far apart. Press into your imaginary wall. And then this time I want you to press through the wall. Bring your hands towards one another. Inhale, slide them open. Exhale, bring them towards one another, toning your inner thighs together. And then slide them back open. 2 more times. Pull them in. Reach them out and away. Pull them in, Reach it out, pause, flip the palms up to the sky, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart and chest up. Keep your heels lifted if you can. If you need to set them down, that's okay, but take a big inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, pull your elbows into your sides. Inhale, reach them out, stand tall, stand straight. Bend the knees, try to keep those heels lifted, reach it out and away. Oh my goodness, you're doing so wonderful. And if we need a pause, if you need some water right now, that's okay. Do whatever you need to. You're doing fabulous. 2 more down, reach it out and away. Last one down, reach it out and away. Take a breath and relax. Shake anything out you need to. Walk your feet together. I'm going to turn to face the side. We're back in our parallel position from earlier today. All I want us to do is sit back in a little chair, very like we would do in a yoga class, not really a ballet plie. Belly button in, low back nice and long. Take a big deep breath. Big sigh out. Another big breath. Maybe sit a little deeper if it feels good. 1 more breath. And then maybe forward fold. If that's too much for us, no, you can bend the knees. You could walk the feet apart. I want you to feel good. Let that head be let that head be heavy. Give it a little dangle. Maybe sway the hips. Bend the knees. Maybe take your hands to your shins or the tops of your thighs, or you could hold on to a chair or a wall as we straighten the top of our head forward. If you have a habit of hyperextending your knees and you know that we cannot hold that and not rock into there, you can always lightly bend the knees. That's totally fine. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, little half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last one, little half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your hands down to the ground. Step your feet to the back edge of the mat if you'd like to. If we're really not in the mood for downward dog, that is always okay. You could do a wall downward dog, just bringing your hands to the wall and hinging at the hips. But I usually love to bend my knees deeply and lightly press my chest towards the top of my legs. Think of hollowing your armpits, softening the shoulders down, and then maybe pedal through the feet. This is a place where you can be creative and move around in whatever fashion feels good. So a big figure 8 in my hips often feels so nice for me. Maybe you want to lift and lower the heels a couple of times. Maybe you want to lift the heels and swivel them to the right and the left. And then if we'd like to, drop the knees down, knees together or apart. Take a great big stretch in your child's pose. Let yourself be heavy. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up to a seat. As always, give yourself a pat on the back, thanking yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our lovely little barre class, and I can't wait to see you again.